All right, we're at the IBS show. I got Taz over here, my friend. He's with Broan-Nutone, and we're all about ventilation here. So we're taking care of your air quality. What are we got, kind of going on here in this little quad thing we're in here?
Yeah, so I couldn't be prouder to present a product that we've been working on for a long time here called Overture. Overtures are, we'll call it our attempt to bring ventilation into the 21st century, right? A good way I like to explain Overture is, kind of the difference between a thermometer and a thermostat, right? A thermometer will just tell you what the temperature is, and that's what we have a lot kind of in the market today. We have a lot of different products that'll measure indoor air quality, but not really fix the problem. Whereas a thermostat not just measures the temperature, but it also takes care of the problem. It'll cool you down or heat you up depending on what you want. And that's exactly what we do with Overture here. It's a way for us to not just monitor indoor air quality, but make indoor air quality better by using the ventilation equipment that you have right within your home today.
Okay, so it actually is working with the infrastructure you have.
Exactly.
So it's not altogether a redo, it's something you're adding to this.
Correct. It's a set of smart controls that basically use things like your fresh air system that you're standing right in front of there, or things like our bath fans that are controlling local ventilation, and using those as a way to improve indoor air quality whenever different pollutants are detected within that space, right? So we're generating pollutants, frankly, just by standing here, right? We're breathing in and out, creating a lot of CO2. In your bathroom, you're probably creating humidity in the shower, right? You're probably creating a lot of odors or cooking effluents in the kitchen, right? All that stuff is improving, not making it worse, reducing
to your air quality.
Correct, reducing your indoor air quality. And our sensors are actually able to pick that up. They're actually able to monitor those pollutants and then communicate to the ventilation equipment that you have within your home to turn it on, turn it up, turn it down, whatever is needed really to fix the problem. So it's kind of like a cool way to make sure that your indoor air quality is automated by using these sensors within your home.
And recognizing what they are. So is there a way that you can kind of show us how this technology works?
Absolutely. So the simplest product I'd like to explain is kind of our Overture room sensor here. Okay. It comes in two different form factors. It actually comes in our standard plug-in version, or we also have a hardwired version that's right there. It's actually a built into the wall version of the same exact sensors that we have here. Okay. This sensor right here actually monitors 5 different pollutants. It monitors humidity, it monitors temperature, it monitors PM 2.5, which are kind of like particulates. If you've ever opened a window shade and you see those things kind of floating in the air, those are the particles we're talking about.
All right.
We're also looking for VOCs or odors, as well as CO2. So if any one of those are detected in an excess amount, amount that would be unhealthy for you or the loved ones in your space, we could actually communicate with the ventilation within your home to say, hey, there's too much stuff here, right? Let's throw it out of the house. Let's bring in fresh air to reduce some of those pollutants, right?
Interesting. I learned something new here. I didn't even know this was something, and you're right. It's something that we don't really think about. It is what it is, right?
Exactly.
So the fact that there's a way to add on to it is already built into our infrastructure. I'm like, you guys have just thought of it all, haven't you?
Exactly. And the great thing is, a lot of these pollutants we can't sense, right? Like with CO2, we can't really detect a certain level. We're not going to stop breathing, but it definitely doesn't help us to continuously breathe that air over and over again. And so by having kind of that sensor that tells us, hey, there's something wrong, when sometimes we don't even realize it, it makes our environments healthier, it makes our the places where we sleep healthier, the places that we work healthier. Really, it just does it all for us.
Perfect. And it all just kicks on its own. The levels are in there. It knows what it's acceptable and what's not acceptable.
That's right. That's right.
It starts up for you.
Exactly. There's actually a whole app that allows you to see all this information as well. So you're able to look at those pollutants. You're able to kind of view those on a case-by-case basis. We've got basically a demo home set up here, right? So you've got your standard living room, bathroom, kitchen, utility rooms, all set up within the application. If I wanted to learn a little bit more about my indoor air quality in my living room per se, all I got to do is click on it, and there's all the indoor air quality metrics that are in that space. So you could see things like humidity. We're in, again, Vegas, so it's a little bit of a desert, right? So low humidity, little bit of a desert, right? We could also see things like particulates. We could see things like VOCs. Here's a cool one, right? We're looking at CO2 levels within the space, right?
Okay.
There's probably, a couple hundred maybe a couple thousand people in this space.
Definitely at least a couple thousand.
Let's take a look at what that trend looks like over a period of time, right? So let's say I want to see the CO2 levels over 24 hours. Well, you're
Okay.
able to do that within the Overture system. You're actually able to see the levels over a period of time. You could zoom in and kind of take a look at some things. And here's a really
Graphics
cool
and
one,
stuff.
right? You could actually see, right when the show started at around 8:40,
Yep.
the CO2 levels are starting to rise, and they've been
Makes sense. People were
continuous.